In this video, I'll be sharing with you my unpopular opinion about the UK visitor visa application. This is something so many people and many creators will not tell you about the UK visitor visa application. As someone who has had a good and bad experience with the UK visitor visa application, I think I'm in a very good position to share this unpopular opinion of mine. If this is something that you're interested in, keep watching. Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time of coming across my videos, thank you so much for clicking to watch this one. Please don't make it your last. Subscribe and turn on your notification bell. And to all my returning subscribers, I love you guys so much. Thanks for always coming back. And please guys, do well to give this video a thumbs up. It goes a long way. Just for a bit of context, both my dad and my mom-in-law have been to the UK on the UK visitor visa. So my dad came into the UK 2022, and that visa, I actually did the application single-handedly by myself, and it was a success. However, my mom-in-law's visitor visa application was denied, not just once, but twice. So believe me when I tell you that I have a good experience and also bad experience of this UK visitor visa application, and I'm here to share with you guys something many people will not tell you when it comes to this visa application. I'll be real, I'll be honest, and I'll be very practical with you guys. I consider the UK visitor visa application the most tricky application ever. Yeah. So when you think about other visas, such as the student visa, I think it's pretty straightforward. You need your offer letter. You need to know the amount of money that you need to keep in the bank, how long it has to be in the bank for, get everything you need from your documents, your CAS number and everything. Then do all of this, apply, go for interview. There are videos out there telling you the best answers for these interview questions, and then you scale it and your visa is out. So there are rules, there are specific guidelines when it comes to student visa application. Same with the skilled worker visa or every other visa out there. Get your COS, okay, get your proof of funds, apply, submit the needed documents, required documents, and voila, you have your visa approved. However, when it comes to the UK visitor visa application, there is no specific guideline. There are no right or wrong documents to apply with when applying for the UK visitor visa application. And the success and failure of this visa application depends on so many factors, especially the officer who is handling the application. Yes, that's the main thing when it comes to UK visitor visa application. It's not just about the right application. It's not about the right documents. You uploaded the right documents. You did this, you did that. The success or failure of a UK visitor visa application depends on the officer reviewing your application. Just to be more specific and putting it on a ratio scale, in my opinion, I think it's 60-40, meaning that the success or failure of a UK visitor visa application depends 60% on your application and 40% on the officer reviewing your application. You can even say it's 50-50, but I don't just want to base it solely on that, but believe me, it's up to 40%. That's a good number, okay? So no matter how good your application is, the officer handling that application plays a vital role to determine whether you get that visa application approved or denied. The other 60%, of course, depends on the documents you uploaded, able to prove your income and everything that they ask you in the visitor visa application. But never forget the fact that it depends on the officer reviewing your application. Know this and know peace. One of the reasons I believe that the officers, they hold so much power when it comes to the success or failure of a UK visitor visa application is that statement, should I call it a clause or whatever, that you always see when you get a denial letter telling you that you have no right to appeal this decision. I think that gives them so much power, okay, over the applicants. When UK government says that you cannot appeal a decision made on your visitor visa application, I think that just makes it clear that it depends on the officer. Because an officer can make a mistake, there can be an error, okay? They might make assumptions, okay? Their assumptions or the reason why they denied someone a visa might be based on a wrong assumption, and you don't have any right right whatsoever to appeal that. What that means is that they are just the babas, okay? They are up here and you are lower. Even you have to go down to tell you where you are as the applicant, okay? So they have so much power, okay, on them. And that's why when they can comfortably deny you your visa, knowing that there will be no repercussion. The reason I say this is because in my profession, I have seen this play out when someone has so much power and you cannot, appeal, or the person is not worried about what will happen as a result of the decision they make. For those who don't know, I'm a social worker in England, okay? And for instance, in my workplace, okay, there is this policy. When you finish an assessment, when you do an assessment, definitely there will be an outcome. Just like an outcome of visa application, there will be an outcome, and you as a social worker completing that assessment will be the one to decide what is the outcome. You will make a recommendation, right? And most times what informs your recommendation is some things that you write. You need to convince your manager that this is the right outcome. Your manager will read your assessment and you have already made so many points as to why this should be the outcome, and your manager has no other way. They won't go and speak to the parents or the child. They base everything on your information. In my workplace, for you to complete an assessment and it's been approved, you have to share a copy of that assessment with the parents. Now, as a professional, if you know that whatever you write there, the parents, they are going to read it, you won't lie. You get my point? You won't lie in that assessment, because when they read it and there is any wrong information you put there, they will definitely challenge it. And because you know that is the case, you have to make sure you are very honest, yeah, in your assessment, and everything you write in your assessment is something the parents will agree and not say that you are framing them up, or you are making a wrong assumption, or you are lying against them. So that will keep you in check as a person to make sure that any decision you make, it has to be accurate. However, look at these officers who review visa applications. I don't think they have any query. The fact that an applicant cannot actually appeal the decision they make just means that they can do anything they like. And at the end of it, what they usually tell you is that they've not been convinced that when you come into the country, you will go back. So back to the UK visa application. When we were about to apply for my mother-in-law's application, my husband was always on Nairaland platform. Yeah, he was always going there, because when you go there, you see people, they share their denial letter, their offer, they tell you everything, they share their experiences basically. So he was always there and gathering information. And many times I have seen the reasons why some officers deny an application, and I'm just in awe. You basically hear so many ridiculous and unbelievable reasons why these officers deny someone visa. One that I can't forget in the haste was when my husband shared with me someone's visa application was denied because this person is a businessman. Okay, so the person applied for his or her dad, and then it was denied. And the reason the officer gave in the denial letter is that you say you are a businessman and you are leaving your business, there is no proof that your business will continue while you travel. You did not provide anybody that will take charge. How do I believe that you have this business, and this business for the duration you'll be in the UK will not be running? What about your income? And for that reason, the visa was denied. Like I said, I made an application for my dad in 2022 and it was approved. My dad is also a businessman. I never provided anything about who will take over the business or anything. That was not even in the question. I didn't even provide any proof of that. And my dad's visa was, of course, approved. But in this case, the visa was denied. So you see, it depends on the officer reviewing your application. Recently, I was also speaking to a friend of mine who tried inviting her sister to the UK for her wedding, to attend her wedding. And of course, the visa was denied. And the reason was because she does not have any tie back home in her country, and they don't think she will go back after coming to the UK. Mind you, this person is a nurse, yeah, in a federal hospital in her country, and this person also has 5 kids. Now, when we talk about having ties, that's one of the requirements. Try to prove that you have tie. Make them believe that you will go back home after your studies. And we consider having children, family back home, and also having a good job back home as something to prove your tie in your country, right? This person has all of that. 5 kids who are under the age of 18, has a good paying job, had a letter from her employer saying that she can go and all of that, yet the officer chose to deny the visa. Having said all of this, the main reason why I'm filming this video is to let you know that you shouldn't be deceived when you see a video of someone coming on social media to tell you that you don't have to pay anyone to do your UK visa application, that you can do it yourself. People preach this a lot, okay? And let's say I used to be like that simply because I did my dad's application in 2022, and just like that it was approved. And then I believe that, oh, you don't need to pay any agent, okay? You don't need to pay anyone. Talking about agents, I don't know about agents anyways. I don't know who the agents are. Probably agents back home in Nigeria for Nigerians, or anywhere you think you can pay them and they will do a visa application for you. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. The one thing I know is that you can use immigration lawyer. So against the popular opinion of so many creators that you don't have to pay anyone to do your visa application, I'm here to tell you, if you have to, please do. Don't be deceived, okay? So many people coming out, okay, telling you all of this. The truth is that they've only done one application and it was successful. And they feel because of that, oh, you don't need to pay because they did it. Like I said, I did my dad's own. It was approved. It got to my mom-in-law's done. What happened? It was denied. Didn't I have experience? Have I not, done an application that was successful? I have, but this one failed. And mind you, some people, it's just because they will tell you that they've done so many applications and it's successful. When they talk about so many applications, they are talking about application of one individual. When you have a successful, like when you are granted a visa for one individual, there are 99.9% chances that that person's second, third, fourth, and subsequent visa applications will be approved, as long as you do the other necessary things that you're supposed to do. You get what I mean? So when somebody, for instance, I applied for my dad's first visa, it was approved. Second time I applied for my dad to come this year, 2024, I also did it myself and it was approved. And then that means if I didn't have experience of my mom-in-law being denied, I could have come here and be telling people, you don't need to pay anyone. I've done my dad's application twice. No, I have actually had one success, because there is 99% chance that the subsequent visa application of that person will be approved. Why? Because the person already has a track record, okay? The person has a good track record. Most times when they deny a visa, they tell you that they don't believe you will go back to your country when your visa expires. But that person, as long as you did not breach your visa condition on or before the visa expires, which is in 6 months, you left the country, you already created that good track record, okay? And then they don't have any reason to doubt your going back if you come the first time, as long as you proved other things like your finances and everything is correct in the application. They will likely not deny that application. So don't be deceived when someone tells you they've been bringing their parents to the UK many times and it has never been denied. That's one individual or two individuals. That doesn't mean it will be your own case. If you're still watching this video, it means that you are enjoying it, and this is a good time to give the video a thumbs up. Please, have you liked the video? Please don't forget, I'm reminding you now, just tap on the thumbs up button. Just tap on it. It's free and it takes nothing away from you. Like the video, and if you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe to the channel, okay? Please, I'm begging you, please do that for me. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the video. And speaking from experience, there are people that know about my success story when it comes to visa application, UK visa application, okay? So when they want to do their own application, they come to me and they say, oh, please, favor, help us. I review their applications, and based on what I know is right, okay? Like I said, there is no right or wrong way to apply. But based on what I know is right, I reviewed the application and they checked all my boxes, and I say, oh, it's good. The news is that some of them have gotten their visa approved, others have also gotten their visas denied. It tells you there is no right or wrong way to apply for UK visa application. And like I said earlier, it depends on the officer reviewing the application. So forget about anyone telling you that they have all the tricks, all the tips when it comes to UK visa application because they did their dads, their moms, their sisters, or whoever, and it worked for them. Then they are telling you, you don't need to pay anybody. What you have to know is that what worked for A may not work for B. So don't let anyone deceive you. Now, let me tell you some things you need to take note of before you get deceived by all these popular opinions that you don't need someone to help you with your visa application. In my opinion, I think that the cost of having your visa, a UK visitor visa denied, the cost of it, it's so much and it outweighs the cost of using probably an immigration lawyer to do your visa application. I don't think you can place a value on emotional cost. Okay, so when I talk about emotional cost, I'm just going to create a scenario as an example. So a woman wants to give birth. Let's say you are about to give birth in December, and then you did the application in October or November, waiting for your mom or hoping for your mom, your mother-in-law, your sister, or someone to come and help you. Obviously, it's not easy after childbirth, and the visa was denied. Oh my God! Do you know the pain? The pain, okay? Because most times when people apply for this visa, let's talk about the person in the UK. So the husband and the wife, or the husband or the wife, whichever, will already be looking forward to this person coming for them. They are looking forward to it, and of course, they've counted how it will be of help to them. It will save them so many stress. This person will help take care of baby and all of that. Your mind is made up, and then when it's denied, it can actually crash you. Some people can even enter depression just because of all of that, because all hopes were just cut short, okay? And it's not a good experience, which is why I still advocate that if you have to use an immigration lawyer for your application, please do, okay? It doesn't make the other person that did it on their own any better than you. Now, let's talk about those back at home, our parents or sisters or anyone who you are inviting. Let's use our parents, for example. Most of our African parents, when you tell them they go for their biometrics, they will come to visit you and all of that, believe me, in their mind, they are already in the UK. There is nothing you tell them that will tell them otherwise. In their mind, they're already in the UK. So the moment they go for their biometrics, it's settled. Their visa has been approved in their mind. And you know what? Some of them go as far as telling their friends, their neighbors, their sisters, church members that they are going to the UK. Then, when the denial comes, oh my gosh, you don't know what you have done to that your parent. The pain, it's that your own pain, those in Nigeria, I don't think the pain for our parents is anything compared to, like, there is no comparison. They feel the pain more. Oh gosh, my mother-in-law, especially the second time, my husband was looking for ways what to tell her because her mind is already made up. She has started buying stuffs, yes. You don't even talk about those that start buying stuff. Started buying stuff that they will travel with, especially if they are coming for Mugo. They started buying everything. They are already getting ready mentally and otherwise. They are getting ready. And when the denial hits, it's never fun. And you don't want to cause your parents such pain, okay? Should we also talk about the logistics? You know, recently, I know that UK government have now made provisions in certain states like Enugu and Port Harcourt, like River State, where you can actually go for your biometrics. Before now, it used to be just Abuja and Lagos. At least, thank God for that provision. However, some people might still have to travel. Some people will still have to travel 4, 5, 6 hours journey. And you know that biometrics in Enugu and Port Harcourt comes with a cost, I think £250 or something like that. So it comes with a cost and it's expensive, okay? So some people will still not use it and still travel down to Lagos. Then your parents, they will be in the bus if you can't afford flight. If you can afford flight, that's another money you are spending. Oh, yeah, let's be calculative. Oh, that's another money you are spending. And then your parents will be on the bus if they are using public transport like road transportation, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours with the bad road, with everything, and they get there and they travel back and the visa is denied. I think the cost is actually more, which is why my opinion is this. If you don't feel confident in the application, if you think that maybe your parents' circumstances, you are not sure how to navigate it, how to prove all these things that the officers want you to prove, okay, the best bet is to use an immigration lawyer. And this is not a sponsored video, okay? There is no immigration lawyer that sponsored me to come and tell you guys this. I'm not here to advertise any immigration lawyer, okay? No, I'm not here to advertise anyone. I'm not here to tell you they can patronize C&K Ventures. Sorry, I don't even know if there's a C&K Ventures anywhere. But you get my point. I'm not advertising anybody. Nobody paid me to do this. I'm just telling you what I have seen happen repeatedly, okay? And another thing I have seen that happens with this general opinion, popular opinion about people telling you that you can do the application by yourself is the strain it causes in marriages. Oh my God. I think that one is another big one. So what I mean is this. Let's say Mr. A comes out and tells you, oh, they did the visa application by themselves. They did this one, they did this one, and it worked. Da 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 da. And then somebody now does it and it's denied. Some insensitive spouse, okay, probably especially women and some men, what would they now do? They will now come and be telling you, the other person, they did it. Did they have 10 heads? Do they have 2 heads? Is it not the same head you have that they have? Is it not the same head you have that they have? Why is it that they are own? You, this your brain, nothing they. Common sense is not common. It has actually caused strain in marriages, and that's comparison. They start comparing. But Mr. Lagbaja, baby star, whoever, Mr. Lagbaja did it and it worked. Why is it that your own did not work? And then, so like I said, insensitive spouses, it's only an insensitive person that will start making such assumption just because it worked for A. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't have to feel bad if you have done a visa application before and it got denied. No, it's nothing about you, not necessarily about your application. Don't feel bad about it. It depends on the officer reviewing your application. Okay, no this and no peace. So don't blame your husband. Don't blame your wife because, oh, you tell them, use this mistake you made. You should have done this one. You didn't do this one. You should have done this one. Remember, like I told you, that my friend, I'm sure that she has money, okay, for her to go and pay an immigration lawyer to do the application for her sister. But she felt she has the funds. She has the funds. She showed her 6-month statement. She has more than enough funds. Some people will also tell you this is a certain amount of money you should put. Irony, it's a lie. It doesn't work like that. No matter the amount of money you put there, a visa can still be denied. It's not about the amount of money you put there to show in your account that you have money. The officer can still choose to deny the visa, and there is nothing you can do about it. It's more like somebody doing something. Sometimes I just feel like that statement they make, you don't have any right to appeal. His officer telling you, come and beat me. I've done it. Come and beat me. So please, if you have, like I said, I'm not advertising any immigration lawyer. Sometimes check it, okay? In a subsequent video, I'm going to tell you guys why my mom-in-law's visitor visa application was denied twice. The first one was just like, I think the officer was being cheeky. But at the same time, she has a point. It was just a mistake on our side, but something nobody could have ever thought or imagined. That was why the visa was denied. Second time, we applied everything, did everything, corrected everything, swore all the affidavits in the whole world, did everything, uploaded all the documents, and we were 100% sure, you know what, this one is going to be approved. Because the first one, mind you, I was having my doubts, my reservations because of her circumstances and everything. I told my husband, let's use an immigration lawyer. He was like, go and pay them how much? Da, 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 da. Now, the cost of the denial was more than what we would have paid the immigration lawyer. And the second time, I was feeling confident because we already saw that, okay, this is why he denied it, Avi. Let's sort it out, and did the same application. And this time around, they saw another reason to deny the visa, and it was not funny. And then the third time, nobody told my husband. He now was the one that said, I beg, let's go and look for an immigration lawyer and do this application. And we used an immigration lawyer, and it was approved. Mind you, when you use an immigration lawyer, it doesn't mean that they will do everything. No, that's the annoying thing. You'll still be the one to write the letter. You will still provide all the documents. Any letter that needs to be written, you are the one that will write it. They will just review it. And if you have seen, maybe people will be asking, what's the guarantee that when an immigration lawyer does it, it will be approved? 99% guarantee that it will be approved, like from what I have seen. Even people that have had 3 denials, people that it has been proven wrong again, even agencies in Nigeria were doing it. That's why I'm not a fan of agencies. No, use an immigration lawyer, okay? Like I said, I have a friend, her mom's visa was denied. Was it 2 times or 3 times? The first one they did themselves. Second one, an agency in Nigeria did it. Third one, an agency in Nigeria did it. The fourth one, I think they used an immigration lawyer, and it was approved. Won't go. If you've done a visa application, UK visa application, you will see in the application they will ask you if you are a legal representative or a solicitor or whatever doing this for somebody. They always ask that question. And you know what? If an immigration lawyer does an application for you and it's denied, they will be the one to do what? To appeal. Yeah, I've heard they do that. That's why I believe that many times they don't deny applications made by an immigration lawyer. Okay, no this and no peace. Don't stress yourself. If you can afford it, just consider the cost, the pain, and everything. When you consider all of this, just go ahead. If you can afford it, okay, at that time, and if you consider the cost, if you have any doubt, you think this application, like I said, is 60-40. The chance it can be approved, it might not be approved. You can never tell. And if you have the money, I'll just advise you to save yourself and your loved ones the stress I have mentioned earlier in this video. Just use an immigration lawyer, not an agent, oh, not an agent in Nigeria, okay? And everything will be sorted. And having said all that, I've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. But before you go, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, okay? Turn your notification bell, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Until then, stay blessed, remain intentional, and take very good care of yourself. Bye.